So I'm Josiah Ingalls. I'm the guy that's created a homeless shelter here at me and my family's 10 acres. You probably read about it or saw it on the news 2 years ago. Several news stations came out and did several articles. And at the beginning, the community of Central Texas had mixed feelings. But a lot of people chipped in and helped us a lot. They donated the stuff to build this kitchen building. And Vice News came out and did an article on us. And it was great. And we had lots of people coming out bringing food and clothes and volunteering and building buildings and building micro shelters. And we built a homeless shelter. When I was 17, I was homeless for 2.5 years. And at that time, I was convinced that the problem was we just didn't have enough shelters. And when they passed the statewide camping ban, I decided I'm going to turn this 10 acres into a homeless shelter. So me and my family, we did it. And in the first year, we spent a lot of our own money. We stopped keeping track of how much money. The second year, we decided we were going to keep track of how much money. Me and my family spent over $22,000 of our own money keeping this shelter going last year. But an interesting thing happened after Vice News visited us. We got that last push of people donating money and volunteering. And then something unexpected happened. We became the shelter that time forgot. People went back to their lives. They went back to doing whatever it is they're doing. People stopped coming out to volunteer. People stopped coming out to check in on our residents and just see how they're doing. And so me and my family, we decided we weren't giving up. We were not done. And so we continued to fight the county, and we continued to fight to keep this place open, figure out ways to fund it. We refinanced our home a little over a year ago, and we put all that money, as much as we could, into this. But yet, still, society has forgotten about us. We're still open, and we still have residents that are part of our program. And I have a stack of applications, over 100 applications of homeless people that want to come here. But the reality is, even though we have this wonderful 10-acre shelter, we don't have enough money to keep people coming here at the level we used to. After doing this for 2 years, we know that it costs about $110 a month per person that comes here. And since we don't get grant money, and we only have a few donors that donate to us once a month through our PayPal, we just don't have enough sustaining donors. And because of that, I've got 3 empty buildings over here, 3 micro shelters. I wish I could put people in those buildings, but I can't put people in those buildings because as the executive director of this nonprofit, which is Camp Haven Sanctuary, I have to make choices every day about the long-term success of this facility. And so we had to make a choice. Scale back on how many people are at this facility and just keep the shelter going and keep the dream alive, or let it close. So we chose to keep the dream alive. And so now, because of that, the amount of people that can come here from the homeless population depends on how much money we have coming in. And most nights, I go out into Austin and I drive Uber in order to raise money to keep this shelter alive, to keep this dream going. And now I know, after running a homeless shelter for 2 years, it's not just a matter of having enough beds and enough places for people to go. It's also about enough money to keep it going. We don't get grants. We have the smallest budget of any homeless shelter that I know of in America. But yet we have the largest success rate that I know of. Our success rate of taking unhoused people, even chronically unhoused people that have been unhoused for over 20 years, and getting them into housing, whether that's an apartment or a roommate situation or some kind of long-term sustainable housing, 72%. We have a 72% success rate. Why is it so high with such little money? Because we're dedicated and we ain't giving up. And because I was homeless for 2.5 years. So instead of letting bureaucrats and social workers with a degree that has never been homeless a day in their life create a program, we created a program based on experience. And every person that has come here has voted on rules and guidelines and policies and procedures in order to be able to develop a program unlike any program that I know of. And it's a program that works for homeless people. We have a successful model. We are days away from being able to release all of our documents, our rules, guidelines, processes, procedures, everything in one comprehensive document as an open source model. The first open source model homeless facility that I know of. When we first started, I reached out to everyone I could saying, give me your rules, give me your guidelines, give me your information, let me learn from you. And most of them just gave me nothing. So we created something from scratch and it's successful. But now we need you. We need America and we need Texas to support us. We need more sustaining donors to donate through PayPal every month. People have come here with the best intentions and they want to give. A lot of people have big hearts and they want to do good, but it's so easy to forget to send that donation in each month. So become a sustaining donor. You don't have to think about it. Donate $5, $10. Most people spend more than that at Starbucks or at the gas station on junk food every day. But for that much money, you can help change the direction of homeless people. And you can help keep them here at this facility instead of under bridges near your house or in your parks. I got a 10-acre shelter here and it's barely being used. So we're asking you, support us, keep this place going, and together we can be part of the solution to solve homelessness. Thank you.